What you thinking? Leave that on record spinning. You feel the rhythm going. Legs ain't got time to lay low. Your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, mama, how's it going? Can see your body moving. Don't leave the party dying. Keep booty shaking, you know your head has no right to say no. Tonight it's ready, set, go. Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can get with and turn around and get us a rock and roll round? Down, down, body, body, coming with the super hottie, let's go. No slow, hell no. Baby, can you move around the rhythm? Cause you know I'm living in the fast lane. Speed up, it ain't no game. Just turn up all the beams when I come upon the scene. Hey, brother, what you thinking? That good old sound is ringing. They don't know what they're missing. Legs ain't got time to lay low. Your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, brother, nice and steady. Put down your brick, you're ready. It's hot when things get messy. Keep booty shaking, you know your head has no right to say no. Tonight it's ready, set, go. Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can get with and turn around and get us a rock and roll round? Down, down, body, body, coming with the super hottie, let's go. No slow, hell no. Baby, can you move around the rhythm? Cause you know I'm living in the fast lane.
name and he appears. I believe in
that Kotra.
I believe in
that Kotra.
'Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in
that Kotra.
I believe in
that Kotra. Welcome back to Heidelin. We are on our adventures in Shadowbringers? Shadowbringers, yeah. And we've got like a little over 24 quests left before we finish the main storyline of this expansion. So pretty cool, pretty cool. We're making progress. Thanks for being here on Twitch, on TikTok, on YouTube. Congrats to Jonathan for the 76th time. You pressed the first button faster than anyone else on Twitch. You're doing great, sweet. Oh, look at the sky, hello. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you had a good holiday. I mean, I know it never changes. The 31st is always coming up after the 25th every December. But man, like, it seems like these past couple days have been speeding by. So, I hope you've been making the most of yours. Our quest right now is More Than a Hunch, and we're talking to Rhine, formerly known as Menphilia. She met with our Menphilia, and she basically got a free file of Fantasia to get a name change and a look change, so she can have her own life, not just a facet of Menphilia. So, and that's where we are. So what you missed, you can check the VODs to see our journey through the entirety of Final Fantasy XIV up to this point, from the very beginnings on YouTube, posting every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, there are drops for Twitch right now. If you gift 3 subs to this channel right now during the Final Fantasy XIV stream, you will get a, I think, 50 Aetheryte tickets for free travel, as well as a unique mount. So that's what the drops means in the title. And here we go. Alright, Ryan, what do you have for us? Seems troubled by the sight of you. Are you feeling alright, Faedwin? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw a Ether. Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I'm just relieved I was right about where the Warden was hiding. The last one is hiding in Kalusia, isn't it? I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we should head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do with some rest. She sees it too, then. I didn't even see Ishtola. Where was she? Man, I had to teleport here, and I talked to an NPC to get ferried over here just for that. Feels bad. Try not to pay attention to this. These are all the job quests and everything I have queued up that I really need to get back to. Been slacking. I've actually been reading the Encyclopedia Eorzea, which I have right here. It captures the lore of stuff I've done already. I set it aside because I read too quickly and was almost spoiling things for myself in Heavensward before I had played it. And now that I'm past that, I can finish reading it. But that said, I've been reading some of the flavor and the history of the other jobs outside of Summoner, and I'm kind of tempted to play something else right now, so I might be revisiting those other jobs off stream. That map back over there. I also need to get around to unlocking Pictomancer. Just hello, Just Ray, how are you? What is the job spread? this is where we're at. All my other jobs are leveled up pretty evenly. Basically, if there are tombstone events, I go PvP. I do rival wings, and I'll just keep leveling something, or I'll keep playing a job outside of summer until it levels up, and then I'll shift it. So this is where we left off, apparently. White Mage is next. And of course, I'm addicted to crafting in every MMO, so those are sorted. Pictomancer needs to be unlocked. The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Ryan, have you noticed anything peculiar about Phaedwyn's appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely, she won't mind. Well, since Menphilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside her, though I didn't think anything of it at first. But after we defeated the Warden in Amarang, I've realized something was wrong. You've absorbed its ether, Phaedwyn, and the light within you has grown monstrous. Then it is as I suspected. How are you feeling? Phaedwyn. If naught is done, this will only get worse. Ryan, speak with the power of the Oracle. You have gained some measure of control over light, have you not? Is there anything you can do for her? Extinguishing it is out of the question. Even at her strongest, Menphilia could only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. Then we have no choice but to rely on Urianger and his secrets. If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then. Understood? Good. Whether you want it or not, you have most certainly earned some respite.
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Amarang? I see. Menphilia's gone then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery. What? What just happened? Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right? That pain again? And did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer. Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare, but for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you. Yes, I believe it will. Once the tyranny of light is ended, the people of the Crystarium will be safe, and the future that must be shall come to pass. I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
This isn't right. It would need to be later, after the liberation of Alamiko, perhaps. Please tell me you've finished. We have to go. They'll be upon us any moment. Very well. Where to next, then? Let's just worry about getting out of the city and pray the airship is still one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. Gods, by the sound of the last one, I reckon the Knight's 12 might be the Knight's rubble now. Is there nothing else we can do? Dude, look around you. This isn't war. It's a sickness and it's spread to every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by all accounts the Far East faring no better. There will be nothing left of us when this is over. This world is beyond saving. I never tire of that story. when the hero swoops in astride a white dragon to save the little girl. I could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Indeed, but not today. Not while our message remains undelivered. Have faith, my friend. We will find her. The name is Reen. I said Rhine, because it's been a week and I've forgotten. Reen. Must remember. Well, that's interesting. Mistress Fortunes, I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bids you come to the Ocular at your earliest convenience. And madam, wherever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Into the Ocular. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word, and I will be happy to escort you to the Ocular.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest? That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrand. Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrand once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First. A chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreams of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything? In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the sundering, me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Yulmor. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Yulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Yulmor and decide how best to proceed.
Rhino Man, welcome in on Twitch. How are you doing? Nodders to you, good sir. Nodders and mayhaps and any roads to you. Yes, I do want to teleport. No, I don't want to use the ticket. There's gotta be a better way to manage that system. There you are, Fadewood. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We're to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Yulmore? Since we faced Lord Vothri, and I felt such fury as I had never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage, there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Vothri's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he and he alone is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with the good grace I did is another question. What is it, Rean? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Fadewood, as a precaution, may I ask that you go first, to ensure that the path is clear. The closer we are to Yulmore, the more I worry that Rean may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. Poke him in the eyes. That's the order. You heard it. It's definitely what he meant. Man, I ought to use this mount more. I had to grind so much last, I don't know what you call it, Rival Wings season, PvP season, to get this. It's like level 25. It's where they keep the, obviously, the rarest item on there. Or was it? Profile. Yeah, so it was stage 25. A while. This loose fit attire, people apparently have gone really crazy for it. It's basically streetwear. And I don't know that I'm willing to grind through PvP again for that without at least getting tomestones as well. I gotta speak with people. Well, here's a delirious youth. Voth. You hail the civilian, but he does not respond. He continues his incoherent rambling. Agitated man. Bulbasaur? Germinant. Interesting. Lord Vothri, we hear. We obey. Ah. Oh. And this mount is a little less majestic. I think this was a reward for reordering a Realm Reborn. I'm not sure. Euphoric Youth. Long live Lord Vothri! Long live Lord Vothri! Free. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I took it you noticed the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more the same here. Ishtola and Alizé are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. A feast of lies! Ryanje is trying to make sense of the strange phenomenon afflicting the residents of Gate Town.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vorthri's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Or unless you're triplets.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vorthri starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
'Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in our marae.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vorthri after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles this stuff out.
No, it couldn't be. I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over sin-eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? 'Twould serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up sin-eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These sin-eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave. Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vorthri's deeds are beyond justification, beyond forgiveness. Evil.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
That's a good AFK check, because there's no way some people that I know have been to the channel. There's no way they could hear that Vorthri screamed, then a hot, sticky wind fell upon everyone, and they said his name. There's no way that if someone were here in chat, they wouldn't respond to that. At least not on Twitch side. Those are some hooligans there. So, enjoy your lurks. Speak with Alphino. When we step through the gates, we shall not find the place... Let's try that again. When we step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you're prepared for this, then let us sally forth.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away! Long live Lord Vorthri.
He would use his own people as shields.
This area is older than Gate Town. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vorthri's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphino. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
look like they're doing. You know more than is necessary to secure the civilians. Alright. Have care, you two. The rest of you with me.
May the 12 guide you.
Their minds are not their own, remember. Avoid harmony whenever possible. There's no end to them. Beyond Jake, and to the sound. Well, press on with the others. Opportunity. The way's clear. Come on, you two. Confounded, more of them. We were almost through. Right, my turn to make a heroic stand, as soon as there's a little push on. Into the tower. Just to take care, Alizé. The jesters from before. The party's ready to reach a dead end along this side. Oh, there's no turning back. There's a good life here, Seer. We're not about to lose it, but fair's fair. Taking you to death. If you would fight us of your own volition, we will not hold back. This one's a real side splitter. And at least you'll die laughing.
I'll break your funny bone.
For you. Straight over.
And Alphenol is tanky.
No more Mrs. Nice Jester.
Let us climb to the canopy. From there we will take the crown lift. Alphenol, you need to heal, dude. I don't know if you were scripted to take that much damage. There we go. Still more soldiers. Leave them to me and press on.
You will find my master in his chamber. But only should you kill me this day. And you will not. You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthry's ideals of my own volition. Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
I think the last time I played as Thinker. So now we get to see that the Warrior of Light is stronger than Thinker again, I suppose. Ever since I submitted to my master's authority, I've been naught but a weapon. Only to destroy, and destroy you I will. Wrong button. What? I didn't see that. So it's too late. This shit again? Should've just gotten good. Only I could use
Pay me back later.
the crystal.
I'll break your fucking home. No more Mrs. Nice.
Felt real bad. I died just now. Wrong way. Still jealous of that carbuncle. Alright. Well, screw it up this time, because this is more running back than I think is fair. Damn it. Did I survive that? I was just flinching just now. Okay, these we can actually attack, right? Yeah. And I need to attack them quickly. Shit. Oh shit. Is that safe? Wow. Okay. Swear to God, now is not the time to get a bunch of Facebook messages. Both of the gear. I'm not even sure why I tried to cast. Panicked. Is messaging me right now. Ah, there you are, my precious girls. Are you all right, Fadewin? The citizens appeared. Oh. The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vothri is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can.
Lord Vothri! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused! And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance for the future of all in Norvrent.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong. The Warden, it's not just a sin eater. It's a man.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No, 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 no. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah! Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Oh God, no. Stop him! Thancred, stop him!
Where did he go?
In the heavens?
Did Vorthri do that?
Wait! That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds. Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vorthri's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
Well, 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 the texting culprits have arrived in chat. Cap and Sarara, hello. Cap, thanks for subbing for tier 1 for 45 months. I was in the middle of an intense fight with the guardian of that person who has gone full Sin Eater and flown away. And established heaven. And like my watch is going. Oh, I've already lost once this dude. I had to run back again. Now is not the time. Anyway, hope you're doing okay. Barbara, I look forward to seeing you soon. 2 days. I forgot it was. I forgot time continues to march on. It seems like just yesterday was Christmas. Getting ready. You need to get a onesie. It is prime onesie weather up here. Gets chilly if the onesies come on. He has to make that. He has to make that sub money. That's what it is. Those things ain't free, you know. You don't like onesies? What? Yeah, yes, peeing is hard, it's true. I am hydrated. Yeah, I suppose you need less barriers. Well, I think we saw where we're going for, I guess, the end of the expansion. Can we see it from here? Guess not. Gym clothes and grooming clothes, yes. Yeah, we're and a quarter hoodie, yeah. Make sure it's cropped from fourth. Yeah, we are in full lazy mode. Like a couple days before Christmas, I went and bought all kinds of stuff, primarily snacks. So if you like snacks and bundling up, you'll be all right. Thancred, what do you have to say?
Good news, Fatal. It would seem that Reen is indeed able to reverse the effects of Volthry's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to the afflicted in turn. The problem being, there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting, and would appreciate your help, if you're willing.
You can now tune with Aetheryte and Yomor. Jeez! Finally! You love lazy mode, love snacks? Well, alright. Each other goes back to school, we can eat them all, play video games. It's long overdue. Alright, love you too. Bye-bye, Rora. What's this for? Oh, right, that one code.
So, here's some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I would appreciate it if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search of the derelicts and working your way up. When you're done, be sure to let Reen know.
Going to go hand out some drugs to the kids. I don't think there's... Yeah, that's it for that level. Ulrich. Oh, Lord Vothry, you are my daily meal. Developed with the crystalline meat, this alchemical powder swiftly induces slumber. Snoring sounds. Okay. Not down here after all. Awkward. And we will meet. That hurts. Please, Lord Vothry, take away the pain. You're the kind soul who saved me from falling to my death, my mistress. She's been injured. Please help her, I beg you. What is this? She's sleeping. I'm innocent to help her rest while she awaits treatment, you say. Well, thank you so much. When she began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. Show someone else's here? No, can't be. Alright, who's hiding? Free citizen. Must stop trespassers sullying our paradise. Have some drugs. Snorts it. No. Where did you fly to, my sweet canary? Or, as I'm sure that he would have pronounced, canary. Oh, there you are. Just finished aiding this man. Now for the next one. We're out in the derelicts and below, you say. So many of them. But when Philly entrusted this power to me, I won't rest until I've helped everyone. I'm sure Alphino and Alice would appreciate the help. And should you find other enthralled civilians, please see that they are brought to me.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Let me handle this. Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock. Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vorthri is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vorthri's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vorthri's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vorthri.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vorthri has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. After the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vorthri took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a Talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
Well, it's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right, I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well done, brother.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
Moment of the game if you're still here. Hello. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, it's so much happier here now that Vothri has flown. Alphino's eyes glisten with joy. Good to see another member of McCulkey and the McCulkins manga the game. McCulkey and the McCulkins. Whatever it was. McCulkey and the McCulkey and the Culkins. That's what it was. McCulkey and the Culkins. I looked it up, so you didn't have to. You're welcome. McCulkey and the Culkins. That was a joke from Friday's Fortnite stream. You hate me? What? Can't believe you'd say such a thing. But I'm streaming. The ladder. So this begins 18 quests, levels 78 through 79, according to this website called consolegameswiki.com. The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there, Finn. Could have been an email. Could have been an email. Just saying. Tom Ratonga up there. Yes, and when's your kiddo go back mode for the game? Is it also the hold on. I don't have a calendar in my head right now. The 6th Monday. Oh, 7th, they get the Monday off? Sweet. I mean, for him. I don't know about for y'all. Probably goes back the 6th. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Yeah, sounds like you're taking off the 6th. Enjoy your day at home with the kiddo. Do you like it or not? Dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair.
Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Ishtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials, is doing so well, with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we prevail upon thee to procure lumber. Get wood. I think so. Directed to the south, thou wilt find a dry dock. Then Montions. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for a cause. God damn it. Island rail. That's what that's called. That's what happens when you go on an exotic honeymoon. Sorry. Yes. Why didn't I teleport? Is it a hashtag or is it a pound for Pound Town Sierra? We have to talk to Irvi. I don't know of any other other way to pronounce this, so if Irvi. And that's the way it's gonna be. Orange, they were like the TikTok live. Great time for that. Oh there, sinner. Haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, but that'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, the least you can do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you can do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber is lying around the yard. Most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Rhythm for the number. Yeah, I'll lend you some writing materials so you can take notes.
Take stock of the supply of lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. What minigame am I about to do right now? That's... They got us counting? That's what I'm doing at level 90? 11 planks in the stack. Alright, I guess I should write this down, because that's where we're at in this game. I'm never gonna catch up to people. People are counting planks. God, this is like remedial MMORPG quests. I used to be a contender. 11 planks.
Taking stock for Urbith, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks. None were rotted, so we tossed them out.
None were not rotted.
With another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged.
It's only good for kindling now.
Right then, bring the good ones here and be sure to let Urbith know as well. So, how many planks does that make now?
writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. You jot down the details of the conversation. No, I didn't. Hold on. What did they say? We had 68 planks in the storehouse. 9 of those were rotted. Okay. 68 minus 9 is 59. Another load. 13 minus 1, that's 12. So that brings us to 71. That section. Show your work. Where's the last sparkle? .24 planks in the stack. Alright, so 11 on the left plus 24 up here. So that's 35, and then we have the 59, I believe, from the other ones. Okay, so that's 94. We'll see if I miss something. It'll only be visible on 3 platforms on the internet. Done, are ya? So how many planks did you count? Fuck. What did I say? How many planks are there? Wait, are we not combining them? They had 11 in one batch, 71 in another, 24 in another, 95. Oh wait, did I? 35 plus 59. 34. Yeah. Alright, gang. Let's break out your handy dandy calculators. Okay, so I believe the first stack we checked had 11, right? And then this batch had 24, right? And then the middle stack had 68 minus 9 and then 13 minus 1, right? So that's 59 plus 12. Oh, 60. I think I wrote down. Did I not combine that? I think we might have figured it out. Okay. No, yeah, that's 71. Okay. So I went with the 59 from the 69 minus. Yeah. I wrote too small in a notepad. This is the math. Oops. This is supposed to be 35 plus 71. That's 106. Let no one fucking accuse me of looking up the answer. When I very well could have done so. God, I'm so glad I did that live on the internet. Fuck me. Look at my notes. Fucking, you see in the middle where I messed up? It took half of that number from the NBC. 106. That's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock put fair. Fuck, just quit. Just close it up. Shut it down. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? If you're serious about the latter, I'll be damned. In that case, please let us help with the work. Shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. While it's living, We all should do something greater. While it's a-livin', and while it's living, and let's just get out of the conversation. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging on his project? Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you'll need. Oh my god. And that's why you check the map. Things are so much simpler for Goobos. Like an intervention. Thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Shai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our path once more. On our way once more, same thing. Well, it hath been years in the making, and at long last the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward toward journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. But prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, it would appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldn't take thine ease for a time. Shouldst, also. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. I'm gonna kick thy ass one day, Jesus Christ. If. This may be unnecessarily belabored.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible? Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it. the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amaranth. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this. Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the Source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
Doubted you for a moment.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Em itself. All of which is a long way of saying, Don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else. That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
Welcome into Twitch. Vibe check 3 of 10. You're going well despite that. That's good. That's good to hear. Glad you're having it. I just struggled my way through math over the course of like 5 minutes on live stream. Trying to interpret this. Horrible writing. No, that's not cuneiform. That's how bad my handwriting is. And here we finally are, top row. The others should arrive ere long. Alphino, Fadewind, come up here. There's something I need you to see. Look at this espionage. So there is. Yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I, but that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look for you. Search your surroundings with a mysterious person. You may move the cameras or zoom in and out. Target the figure, inspect it, left mouse, watch. See a mysterious person. Mysterious passive. Mysterious person. However, it seems he has likewise spotted you, and hurriedly runs back to the village. I even look like Chelsea Green.
There's someone, right?
And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate?
I'm curious too, I must admit.
And I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. Settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Why won't you let me jump off of here? Let me live, I want to live. Can you jump over that? Over this? Yes. All these Talos working now. Gonna have to go through quests. Dried victuals. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun. Quite recently, by your reckoning. You hear faint sounds from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. Half-empty cup. Cups are half empty or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily on the stove. What news, Fadewood? Were you able to find anything of note? Indeed. While there's no one to be seen, it is plain that this village is anything but abandoned. If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? Say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? You're Tristel, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I worried for you. Bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again and here of all places. We could say the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. As I wander the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the bright cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate, till Mount Gog broke apart, broke away from the earth. And just as suddenly, the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? So Vathri is a sin eater, and he's fled to Mount Gog. 'Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristal. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vothru, we must find a way to reach Mount Boo. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I'll tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Only if there's a crystal. There's not a crystal. I can't teleport straight here without a crystal. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Faywin and I are going to scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh? Very well then. Just take care out there. Taking charge. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to be at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. Initial file then. Let's go look at where that is. Cliff kite. Surprised I could see that. No. I got distracted.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many Sin Eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, what seems fine is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us atop Rung. Thither should we make our way.
didn't expect to see the chase here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to what is it? The chais? I was thinking a chair. I didn't expect to see the chat. I'm trying to edit it right now ahead of the VOD. And I'm treating it as such too. I didn't expect to see the chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Hoop. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmor's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Sid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder, seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would need to be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands? And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It would be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoray. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmor is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends? Saviors of the world? Are you being serious? Of course you are.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chime, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Sit in your naughty corner and purr like the good bean I know you can be.
Don't call me a good bean when I eat jelly beans. Emma, but hello? Whoa, hello? Welcome in. Thanks for redeeming your Blurp walk-on. And thank you for subbing at tier 1 for 48 months. I do what I want. I was just eating jelly beans watching the cutscene. You told me to sit in the corner like a good bean. Yep. Hope you're having a good weekend. Serendipitous, huh? Have the design ready, she says. A good time, she says. But she don't understand what's involved. Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land. The knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. What? The village of Yulmore exiles? What? Those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. Who can possibly be willing to cooperate? This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have.
Oh, dear darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has an inner Fadewind. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you a Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. We need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation, awaken his sense of daring.
Choose words that will best encourage shiners. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirit sufficiently during the conversation. Chinos is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A child of that size, no one has even dreamed of it. I know. You hardly need to tell me that. You think I'd disappoint her if I could help it? Shadow's just plagued herself down. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a damn thing without help from those villagers. And they're not badly likely to give it. Crystal's among them, you said so yourself. But you've forgotten we essentially sent him to his death. If the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. If you were there too, perhaps he'd be more willing to accept an apology. Oh wait, what am I thinking? Relying on others to fight my battles. It's disgraceful. It is what it is. It's disgraceful, is what it is. And it might even make things worse. China's still harbors some misgivings. And in the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such an enormous talus is impossible. No amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they'd think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. Okay, so we gotta avoid obvious praise. That's the only tip that we got. Deliberate castle and strategy that most would call absurd. Well now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim. Such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeeded not in spite of it because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. Jonas is feeling somewhat optimistic. But be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. I imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Vothri and only succeed in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. Oh! Shit. Oh, so I could die with you? How very kind of you to offer. But if it's all the same, I'd rather keep on living. How can you remain so optimistic through all this? It's downright tiring. Tell me, why'd you throw yourself into the midst of such a grueling struggle? Adventure. Such a strange word coming from my lips. I used to have a sense of adventure too, a stroke to challenge myself. Whenever did I lose it? China's is burning with motivation. The true battle is a conversational battle that you have to engage in when you're an introvert. Yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right. Let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers. Trystal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Uamore.
No, wherever you go, I'm going to. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize.
But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead, and that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most assuredly can be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Get a load of this guy! Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man if not an idealistic creature? It is not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault when they had given up, if they had given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals, and for their determination they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible.
Come, darling, like the old days. I would be the first to see your Talos.
I just looked at my Talos. What the fuck? You shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens, not any better. Right then, to Amity. I'm glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? Shall we? What's in these jelly beans? Yeah, sorry about that, Emma. I don't think I've ever jumped in this thing. That's awesome. You! You have every right to be angry with us. Please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gog by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of the land. That is, your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignore my desperate pleas and cast me out? You have the gall to come here and ask for my permission? My cooperation? You have every right to be upset. Father is not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We are free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. We know now that what we did to you, the full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. Not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Gog. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they may return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building. Nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Wicked White. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure this stone as well as a few magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all that we required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring Talos to life. That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the orb with which to fashion a heart suitable for bringing to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. Seek material for the Talos' heart. I know people who may be able to assist. They're the Thulls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they will be willing to cooperate. Indeed, it was one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You'll find the Thulls in their village to the northwest, a place called Tomra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamet. Do not greet them with a hearty lally-ho. Permit me to join you, Fatewood. I would keep my joints limber, and mayhap I can provide some man of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The variety of ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Jelly bean time. So this is Tomra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Mysterium, to now be in the presence of so many. I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Lally-ho! What sorry excuse for a greeting was that? Where's your heart, lass? Your stones? Come, let's try it again. Lally-ho! Not bad, not bad. But there's room for improvement. Any road, now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thor family. May we speak with Chief Zamet? Why, yes, you may. I am Zamet, and I bid you welcome to Tumra. If it's the folk of Amity that sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Very well, well. Very isn't even in this sentence. Well. And there I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek's precious to us too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it, like, no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy, by means of a trial. Aye, a trial most tricksy, passed down through the line of Thor. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Listen well. As you know, we're a mining folk, and in the mining life, danger's a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial which tests the three traits all good miners can't do without: discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Now look on my left. Mark its feature as well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves as wear helms what are different. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. Lally ho! You must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told in 3D Mind Runner, you use a slingshot to shoot them as wears the wrong helm. You use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Maybe that's the emphasis. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Search for the dwarf wearing the wrong type of helm. You may move the camera as well as zoom in out. Target the dwarf and use a slingshot with left mouse button. Nice shooting. Keep it up in the actual trial, eh? Aye, that's the way. Next time it's the trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Ready for the trial? Right this way, then. This time, there'll be them as wear the right helm. You shoot them, you fail. So look carefully before you let the stone fly. There's the dwarf wearing the wrong type of helm. Move the camera. Same text. I don't know why I was expecting them to, like, shoot back at me. Well done! A fine show of discernment and dexterity. Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You've got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chief now and get on with the putting an end to all this strangeness of late. That was some impressive shoot, lads. Consider me satisfied. I anticipate you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Alright. So we are at a digging we will go. Which means we have 16 quests left before we finish Shadowbringers. Getting there, gang. Alright. I'm out of here. I can't raid anyone on TikTok or YouTube, so I'm gonna bid y'all bye, and I'll see y'all as of this moment, Tuesday night, for our last stream with Dakubara. Because we're changing up availabilities. So I hope to see y'all then. And if you're on Twitch, stick around for the raid. Thank you for the like.